Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the studio. It's so good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had an amazing holiday with your family or with your friends or by yourself. So, we are ready to get back at it here at the studio. I love a great break. I spent most of it reading and, of course, hanging out with family and doing all the Christmas stuff too. But in the downtime, most of it reading. So, but I also love to be back at work and have the structure and the routine. So I'm happy to be here. I've got a couple notes to go through. We're going to go through the slideshow. It is week 4 of December. The biggest thing that you need to know this week is that there are no regular classes. So that's what this says down here. It is the 4th week of December, and we've got some open studios happening, the same as we kind of did for our Thanksgiving week. So you saw this in November. So you should be really, really like a pro at it. Oh, my plant lights are on. That's okay. We're going to deal with this funny blue blur above me. That's because I've got plant lights that turn on at 11 o'clock. And when it takes that long for me to start the morning video, that's what happens. So, oh well. So we've got Art and PJs at Hot Cocoa Open Studios happening on Monday and Tuesday night at both studios this week. There's not any other regular classes happening. So make sure that if you are a drawing or a multimedia student that you sign up for those. We'd love to see you. Otherwise, hopefully you are signed up for the next semester and we will see you then. I think I looked last night. I think we have like 340 of you that are signed up. So that's about 40 of you still that need to sign up if you want to come back. I understand that it's a new season and there's other stuff going on. We have kids that start up with basketball. We have kids that start up with, I know robotics is a big one in the high school. We have some theater kids that have some conflicts. So maybe you'll be back in the spring when things, like not, I mean, obviously it's spring semester, but the spring weather season when things settle down a little bit. But just know that you're always welcome back. So let's go ahead and we'll go to the next one. All right. So preschool classes this week. There are no preschool classes at all this week. We wrapped up our entire semester right before the Christmas holiday in our last class. So if we remember all the way back before Christmas, we read The Snowy Day. We used some shaving cream snow paint, and we put that as our final layer on our mixed media piece that we had been working on for the entire month, the watercolor mixed media. We did our snow paint, we did our sparkles, we read a book, and we enjoyed our time together. So we hope to see most of you guys back for the new semester coming up. For our multimedia classes, I just have a single slide. This can be a fast video, I think. So a single slide for our multimedia classes. Again, no regular classes at all this week. So if you normally come Thursdays at 6 p.m., you do not come Thursday at 6 p.m. this week. We do have a 4th class for you. It is in an open studio style. We do ask that you sign up just so that we have an accurate roster of who's in our building and in our care. So you can do that. There are links in the email that's coming out to you. Make sure you sign up for those. Now, we did have most of our multimedia students leave with their project in the 3rd week of December, right before Christmas, and they looked amazing. We loved our watercolor donuts, our watercolor shiny baubles, and these are our older kiddos, our 6th, 7th, and 8th, 12th, who did the seascapes. So lots of great stuff left the studio, and we got pictures of some of it. We did not do a great job. I know I did. I even subbed some classes, and I did not do a great job of getting some pictures, but they looked really great, and we enjoyed seeing what they could make with watercolors, which is a really tricky medium. Multimedia classes will move into acrylic paints for the month of January. We will talk about it in the January video, but I'm going to say it now. Wear old clothes the entire month of January. Okay. So for our open studio sessions this week, tonight and tomorrow night, it is an art and PJs and hot cocoa. So we invite you to wear your pajamas and to be cozy with us. If you didn't finish your watercolor, we will have watercolor stations set up so that way you can sit down and get that wrapped up and head home. If you finished, we're going to have all sorts of fun stations for you to do. And, you know, we'll have a great time and drink hot chocolate together. If you can't make the open studio session and you didn't finish your watercolor picture, make sure you sign up for a makeup. We don't have any makeups happening this week, but we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program next week. So once we hit January and the start of the actual spring semester, the makeup schedule will come back on. And so even if you're not signed up for the spring semester, you could come to a makeup anytime in January, okay? Or February, doesn't matter, okay? But we do want you to finish your project. If you miss Open Studio this week and you are done with your multimedia project, there's no need for a makeup. There's no real way to make up the Open Studio session that we're going to be doing. And so unless you have a project that you need to work on, or like a lesson that you need to revisit or something that you need help with, like you have it in your brain, don't sign up for a makeup for it because we don't have anything for you. Okay. All right. If you have questions about that, let me know. Creative Explorations classes, again, no classes this week. You wrapped up your classes before Christmas. So we are done with our fall semester and the spring semester will begin January 5th. Drawing classes. So drawing classes are in the same boat as our multimedia classes. They wrapped up all of their lessons. Our 103 kiddos took their projects home, most of them, before Christmas. Your fourth class this month is in the form of an open studio that happens either tonight or it happens, oh man, I lost my train of thought because I looked over here to see if I had any viewers. That's what happens. It happens either tonight or tomorrow night. So make sure you sign up for those so that we have an accurate roster of who's in our building, and the link will be in the email that you get. For our drawing kiddos, if you didn't finish your 103 project, or if you have a lesson that you were like, especially for my 102 illustrative who worked on 1.2 point perspective, if you really struggled with that and you're like, I would love some additional time to work on that. You can sign up for a makeup lesson or additional studio time in January, and we are happy to do that for you. We will not be doing that in Open Studio. We might work on the 103 projects, but we probably won't be doing 2-point perspective. Probably. I don't know. Could happen. All right, but feel free to do a makeup with those, especially if you miss your Open Studio session. If you miss your Open Studio session and you don't have a project to work on or a lesson that you want to revisit, there's no reason to do a makeup. If you have questions about that, let me know. Okay. For our housekeeping stuff, so just a reminder, there are no regular classes this week. Whatever you normally come at, we don't have that class. We do have Open Studio, Art PJ, and Hot Chocolate Nights happening at both studios tonight, which is Monday, and tomorrow, which is Tuesday, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can sign up for those using the links that are in the email. So for those of you who haven't seen it, it opens a PDF document. Don't be confused. The PDF document has the registration links embedded in it. So then you just hover your cursor over the one you want and click it, and that will open the registration page. Okay. It was easier for me to send one link with a PDF that has a bunch of inks embedded in it rather than sending a whole bunch of links. Maybe it doesn't make sense. It makes sense in my brain. Let's see here. I'm going to click to the next one. I don't know what it is. Oh, there it is. 2026 spring semester registration. So there's still time to sign up for these classes. This starts in January. Just a reminder, your registration in the fall does not roll over. It does not carry over. You are not auto-enrolled in the new semester unless you physically did it. If you didn't, it's okay. There is still time to do it. If you're not sure if you did or not, because some of you guys got early access links all the way back in November. And so you might have already signed up and then forgotten. I've already seen a couple duplicates come across because people are like, really want to make sure they're signed up, which I love. And I try to catch that if I see you signed up twice. But so some of you already signed up and maybe you forgot. If you want me to check for you, I will absolutely do that. Okay. But do make sure that you sign up for the spring semester because we would love to see you. There's room in most of the classes. We have a few that are full. We have a few that are getting close. So make sure you get signed up. What we'll do is we will keep the registration open until like, I try to keep it open to the very last minute. So if it's Thursday, January, what is Thursday, January? Thursday, January 8th. And you want to sign up for a Thursday class, it will probably still be open on the morning of the 8th. Now, once we get later in the day, I'll probably close it. So do make sure that you don't wait till like an hour before your class because it might be closed. All right. But if you want the Studio Club option, which is the semester option that includes the discount, and then it includes like all the Studio Club perks, right? Like half price birthday party, the discount on camps, early summer registration, all that stuff. If you want that option, that registration option expires tomorrow. So it will go away after December 31st. Technically, it goes away December 31st at 11:59 p.m. But I don't know if I will be up then. So it may be January 1st sometime in the morning when I wake up. But either way, it won't be before January, which is December 31st at 11:59. It might be a little bit later. But just so you know, if you want the semester option, don't wait too long because that goes away tomorrow. And then the last thing on the list, it's kind of a big one. I'm just going to dump a bunch of information at you. You can go to the website and see the details. But the special events tab, which is on the website right at the header, it was updated early December and we didn't really talk about it. But there's some programming out there you might be interested in. There's a Valentine's Day thing. There's some spring break art camps that are posted because we don't have regular classes that week. So we were able to do a whole bunch of camps, which is super fun. There's some information about the art show. So if you want to go ahead and mark your calendar, it is May 3rd this year. The last weekend in April was booked at the Belmore, so I couldn't do that. Yes, May 3rd. Just May 3rd, so you can see the information on that. You can even click through and read a little about the website on art show if you don't even know what to expect for that. There's some information there. We're going to talk about that a lot in the next semester's videos. But just in case for those of you who are long-term planners like me, you can go and look at that. And then the last thing, which is super exciting, is summer 2026. Believe it or not, we are drowning in summer planning right now. It's not even planning because everything's planned out, but now it's writing descriptions and creating curriculum and creating images and promo materials and all sorts of stuff. So summer 2026 is it is awesome, you guys, and you're going to love it. We do a sneak peek in January. So that happens the second week of January, I think beginning the 12th. That'll be on email only. And if you want those emails, you have to sign up for them. I don't just send them to the entire list. I send them to the people that say they want specifically the sneak peek. So you can find that on the summer webpage. But we'll do a sneak peek and then kind of to drum up excitement. And then the whole catalog goes live January 20th. Registration does not start until March. We give you plenty of time to look at it and talk to your kids and check your calendars and check sports schedules and talk to friends and all the coordination things that I know need to happen. So, like I said, we'll publish the calendar, give you plenty of time to look at it, and then registration will open in March. But that's it. Okay. That's all I have. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, I guess it's such a weird week between Christmas and New Year's. So I hope you have a great one. And if you need anything from me, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the studio.